So yeah, next one up, as I said previously, will be the classes BTC 1, 2, 3 and some Polish classes. Where we have, let's look, how many cars on the grid, should be much. We had right now only 5 cars. Right now we will have, or should have, 25 cars. So let's see if, I saw in the Nankang Endurance Academy 2-hour qualifying that the car that Emils Jakrins was supposed to drive in BTC 3 class, it's fixed, it was running, and let's hope that we can see him on the grid as well. Yesterday the fastest lap actually was from Slavomir Svarzgot, from the good-looking Honda Civic, angry-looking Honda Civic, and he was actually, yeah, wow, not tenths, but hundreds, 200ths of a second just faster than Tomas Jatkevicius, the winner of yesterday's race and winner of BTC 3 class. So yeah, should be a nice fight between them once again. Of course, they're in different classes. Slavomir is in his Polish class, Jatkevicius in BTC 3 class. But still nice to see that. And of course, then a really great fight yesterday, BTC 2 class. Kallas, the winner of yesterday's race, will be starting from P3 overall and first in BTC 2 class. Right behind him, or beside him, Andrius Narbutas. He finished, I think, second as well yesterday. And then it's Simolin, then Andrius Keblys, and Marius Grigaitis, and yeah, Kristupas Sablinskas. I would say, yeah, there will be a interesting fight for the podium, that's for sure. Then we have Kasparas Kirelis and Marek Lesnik. That's the top 10. Marek Lesnik, of course, driving in the Polish classes, as well as Artur Gavriluk. They had a nice fight between them for P2 in their class, in their Polish class. And then it's Modestas Šuolis, Arturas Zadojenko, Antoni Derebecki, Jakub Żablewski, and Marta Starka, BTC 3 driver. And then we have the BTC 1 leaders, Valdis Kikusts and Dovydas Akstinas. They had a good fight yesterday as well. Starting again side by side. Then we have Vilius Stanulionis and Marius Bulans. That's 19 and 20 overall. Bulans so in third in BTC 1 class, starting from third. Then Vitold Žvarno, Edgars Plonis, Lel Jukama, and as I said before, Emils Jakrins. And I don't know if he will be on the grid or not, Tadas Petukauskas. I think I see his car going to the grid. So let's see what he can do starting from the back, because he didn't start yesterday's race. So yep, they're lining up for the grid, and any second now we will of course move back to Oscars to let him chat with some drivers, maybe get some feelings, emotions before the start. And yeah, the drivers are lining up.
So guys, welcome back, all the racing fans, wherever you're watching. Shout out to the spectators on the other side of the screen. Obviously, it's fantastic to have you aboard to the Baltic Touring Car Championship Round 4 here in Parnu Summer Race in a beautiful Porsche ring and sun shining in Parnu, so it's just fantastic in Estonia right now. And obviously we're getting ready for the race number 2 for the Baltic Touring Car classes 1, 2, 3, joined by the Polish categories, and we are expecting actually one of the fast Polish drivers in the top spot. In the pole position is going to be Slavomir Svarzgot, who showed quite a nice pace yesterday, and actually set a fastest time than Tomas Jatkevicius, but only 200ths of a second. Imagine that, only 200ths of a second faster than the fast Lithuanian. With the BTC2 class battles going on there, we can see Kallas is now in P3 on line 2, and Simolin just behind him there in P5. So that's going to be quite an interesting battle to watch, obviously. And we see the Polish driver just joining us now in the pole position right here in this really, really mean-looking Honda Civic, which I absolutely love. And let's see if we can have a chat with Slavomir this morning. He's all set up and ready to go. Slavomir, welcome back to the track. Obviously, it's slightly a better position for you today to start from pole position, which is nice.
Yes, it's very nice. It's only 200 of a second. Yes, yes, faster lap in last race. So yes, yes, let's try fight.
All right. Yesterday we saw some really good racing action from you. It looks like you're really feeling good in this racetrack in Porsche.
Thank you very much. Yes, I feel good. I could feel better, but I don't want to risk so much. But we will see how it will be.
All right, best of luck to you in the race. Let's see what the racing action brings. Now, obviously, the Lithuanian with his beautiful BMW E46 series in a P2. He's now having a chit-chat with his team right now. Everyone's checking on the tire pressure to make sure everything is set up under it. Let's talk to some of the guys who are responsible for the car running so well. How are you guys doing this morning?
Great. Car was prepared yesterday.
Yeah.
Today we just cleaned it.
All right, to make it all look nice and shiny.
Yes.
Thomas is also smiling. I love the attitude. He's always positive. I love that about him.
Yeah, it's great.
How important it is to stay positive inside the car? Does it really help racing?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously.
That's a good quality. All right, we are getting ready for the race, guys. Let's hit it. It's gonna be a good one. So make sure you stay tuned wherever you're watching. Race 2 for the Baltic Touring Cars and the Polish categories is on. Let's go.
Yeah, thank you for the interviews. Love the positive and polite answers of Slavomir Svargot when Oscar said that you had great racing pace and showed great racing yesterday. Thank you. So great. I really like the polite Polish guys, and always have nice to have a chat with them. And we see that some cars are missing. I think behind the Integra there is a spot where Vilius Stanulionis should be, and Witold Svarno as well. So two cars actually missing from the Polish, from not only Polish. Vilius Stanulionis with the Lada. The Lada. Yesterday he was fast, showed some good pace, and he's not there. As well as Witold Svarno, one of the Polish drivers. Okay, we will have, of course, 2 laps behind the safety car, which means one is, of course, warm-up lap, and the other is a formation lap, and they will start in just a few moments. As I said, should have been 25 cars on the grid. In the end, it looks like we will have 23. Could be. Let's try to stay through all the cars and check who is in the back, so I can see which cars are missing or not. But okay, right now we see the leaders of this race. As I said, Slavomir Svargot, one of the Polish classes, Tomas Jatkevicius BTC 3, and then we have the fastest BTC 2 cars here as well. A lot of Hondas. We have, I think, 11 BTC 2 cars in total. Should have been 11, but right now I think we have 10 because the Lada is not driving, and maybe some other drivers as well. We have 3 cars in BTC 3, and we have 5 cars in BTC 1. And then, of course, we have a few Polish drivers there as well, who are fighting in their respective championship.
Well, 2 of the Ladas at least I see for now.
Yeah, the Latvian Ladas are there, but unfortunately their Lithuanian colleague has some issues, technical, I suppose. I saw Tadeusz Kikusts is in the back of the grid, so it will be interesting to see. He's always a fast driver.
Oh yeah.
How far can he get? And maybe he can join some BTC2 fights, but at the beginning he has to slice through some BTC1 cars, some Polish cars. And then, here we see Jakrins is on the grid as well, and then Tadeusz Kikusts in the back. 2 drivers who didn't participate in race 1 yesterday. Right now, they are ready to fight. So this was the warm-up lap, and 1 more formation lap to get formated.
That's a good put. Yeah, well put. Obviously, they're trying to heat up the tires. This is why they're going waving through the track. Try to get some temperature in those rubbers, and hoping for a good grip already on the lap number 1, which is always a crucial one. A lot of position changes usually in the first few laps, and the cars are still side by side, so it's gonna be fun to watch. And as usual, the spectacular E30 M3 BMW there. I just heard the sound of that engine before they went out on the racetrack in the pit lane. It's music to my ears just to stand there and listen to the car roaring. That's fantastic. And that's a proper M3 engine inside of that beast under the hood. So here we go. They're warming up pretty nicely.
Yeah, the safety car is backing up a bit to get all the cars together because they are quite spread out. But still, we have around half a lap till the start-finish line. So right now, everybody who was getting some temperature in the brakes and the tires are, wow, what is happening? Why did I do it?
Yeah.
And yeah, we have 2 spots there, unfortunately missing. As I said, Vilius, Stanulionis, and we told Svarno. So for Lelde Jukam, it's a great view. 2 cars already in front of her out, so she can push the pedal to the floor and try to gain some ground as well. And yeah, these rolling starts are always, I think, more tricky because you have more moving elements which are happening around you. And of course, in the standing start, reaction time is key. But here it's as important as well because if you lose, I don't know, a tenth or half a second, then everybody just goes around you. Then it's chaos. And, yeah, because the cars are of course closer in this rolling start than it is on the standing start.
Yeah, for sure. So we are getting ready for the start of the race. The cars are all nicely lined up and ready to put on a show in the Parnu Summer Race here in Porsche in Estonia.
Yeah, of course, round 4 of the Baltic Touring Car Championship. And let's see if Tomas Jatkevicius can challenge the Polish driver.
Slavomir is going to be on the inside of, well, technically in turn 2. But we'll see if that helps. And of course, he also has to...
Something is not right, how they're stacked up, no?
Well, but it's a green light, nevertheless. Okay. Here we go.
They were already spread out somehow widely, but a good start there from Jatkevicius. Slavomir is on the inside.
But he's a little bit cautious and careful
and
there.
Kallas hits him, and Lind hits Kallas. So a bit of a,
And is that Keblys using the situation?
Yes, I think it is Andrius Keblys. Yeah, he had a good starting position, P4 and BTC2, and that's 24 has spun around. Unfortunately, Arturas Zadoyenko has lost a lot of places. As we see, the fight continues here, and we see Kairo Kallas coming up to Andrius Keblys right now, and will try to get back his BTC2 lead. Narbuta has lost some ground. Grigaitis has gone by him. A nice move there.
What a move by Kairo Kallas. A good one right there. And now Simo Lind is also doing the same. Jumps on the inside and pushes Keblys out, but he's not letting it go that easily. Fantastic battle in the BTC2.
Yeah, Keblys is a fighter, that's for sure. Nobody will get by him easily.
And he stands his ground. He keeps the position.
And nice fighting going on through the whole field. As we have done the first lap, 10 laps in this race. Jatkevicius out front, so Slavomir has lost the position. And but he was faster yesterday by 2 hundredths of a second. So the pace is there. Let's see if he will or if he can and will challenge Jatkevicius for the race lead overall. Of course, they're in different classes, and if Slavomir finishes second, it's also great for him. A great result because he's first in class. That's for sure. And here we see number 55, Kasparas Skrirelis against Kristupas Sablinskas, fighting for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, P6 in BTC2 class right now. And yeah, I think the biggest loss in these first laps is for Agnius Narbutas. He was P2 in BTC2 class. Right now he's down to P5.
Well, technically he started from P4 on row 2, so overall he loses only 1 position to Andrius Keblys in overall standings. But of course it's more important to measure their results in their own class in BTC2.
Yep. And
Agnius Narbutas also had a really good run yesterday in race 1.
yeah, I think he finished P2 in BTC2
and
class.
Nice battles right there.
And I think I saw that Narbutas has gotten by Grigaitis, so 1 place back, up to 1, 2, 3, 4, P4 in BTC2 class. It's P6 overall right now. And yeah, here we have beautiful looking S2000 and Honda Integra. To all the Honda lovers, this is, I think, a great sight. To legendary models of the manufacturer, S2000 and Integra. S2000, of course, with the legendary engine, 2 liters and naturally aspirated 240 horsepower.
Oh yeah.
In I don't know which year, 2000 something like that, more than 20 years ago. So yeah, that was a piece of engineering, and still, of course, is. I don't remember when I have the last time seeing S2000 on the streets. So I see it almost every round at BaTCC, but the street car has become quite rare. And we can say that about an Integra as well.
Yeah, that's true. All right, here we go. We have now 7 laps remaining in the race. No position changes there in the top spots of the leaderboard.
Yeah, maybe we have, I don't know, some fights going a bit further down, but no, the field is quite spread out, I would say, right now. And this looks like the closest fight for, I think it's P6 in BTC2 class. And we can quickly check the other classes, what's happening there. So in BTC3, we can say the top 3 is Tomas Jatkevicius out front, Marta Starka in P2 and Emils Jakrins in P3. Then we have in BTC2, of course, Kallas, Keblys, Lind. That's the class we have seen the most, of course. And then in BTC1 class, we have Valdis Kikusts, Dovydas Akstinas and Marius Ulas, the first 3 cars. And of course, let's quickly check where we maybe have a small gap, a fight going on. Artur Zadojenko is coming back through the field because, of course, previously we saw he spun out and lost a lot of positions, and right now he is carving through the BTC1 cars, but not as fast as I would have expected. Right now he's gone by Valdis Kikusts there as well. And I think we have a nice fight going on where Antoni Derebecki, Marta Starka and Jakub Żbawlewski. Sorry.
It's okay. Żbawlewski.
Yeah. Let's check which cars are they driving. Antoni Derebecki. It's a Fiat Seicento. Okay, nice. Fiat Seicento and number 65. In the Polish Championship. 66. Żbawlewski. Suzuki Swift. Okay, but this battle is heating up. BTC 2. We have Narbutas coming back at Simo Lind. So that's of course for P3 right now, and we see Andrius Keblys still in P2. A great race by Keblys. Yesterday. Oh, and we have a spin there. It's
Car number 69.
it's a Honda Civic, a Polish Honda Civic.
Yeah, Artur
Spun out.
Gavriluk had a span. But yeah, as you said, Andrius Keblys did hold his position against Simo Lind, the fast Estonian, and here we can see all three of them in the same picture right now. And we are halfway through the race, so which means we have 5 more laps remaining.
Oh, and you see Narbutas is coming really close to Simo Lind. Simo Lind's home track, but somehow it's not an advantage this time.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe something is not 100% right with his car, or maybe just all the other drivers have stepped out, and that's unfortunately Marius Bulans out of the track and out of the car as well. So
Yeah.
looked like some technical issues for Bulans, unfortunately.
It looks like Narbutas is really impatient, and maybe there is something wrong with the Simo Lind's car, because it looks like Narbutas is definitely faster than him, but struggles to pass the Estonian. Looking for any gap or a possibility to overtake.
Yeah, a few years back, I would say not last year, but 2 years back, Simo Lind was winning always if the car was okay. Right now, the Lithuanians have come back and have come back to fight. And Kallas as well, of course, Estonian driver. Did win yesterday. Looks like he will win today as well. 4 laps to go. He's in a really nice lead, over 4 seconds in front of Andrius Keblys, who is in P2 in BTC2 class. And in the lead, we have Tomas Jatkevicius. Somehow we missed that moment where we were talking and looking at BTC2. Then and Jatkevicius is really out front, 3.5 seconds. So maybe Slavomir made some mistake, or he's just taking it easy right now in the past few laps. So Lithuanian Tomas Jatkevicius with the BMW E46, leader of the race overall, and of course also in BTC 3 class. And we have the first lappings going on already with 4 laps to go. I think that's a bit quicker than yesterday.
Oh yeah, and here we go. Narbutas is trying, and now he's gonna be side by side. And unfortunately, there is no room for him there.
That's Leo the Yukon, but she can't disappear in thin air.
Of course,
yeah,
so he had to actually back off a little bit. And definitely we'll see some more action in fight for the 3rd position in BTC2 category in the next 3 laps, because that's how much laps we have left. And throwing some flames out of the car, a fantastic view. And somehow it looks like that Simo Lind's car on the straights, it's going well, but somehow in the corners, well, of course there are 2 completely different types of cars, but somehow the Lithuanian is closing in, especially on the corners.
Yeah, front wheel drive, rear wheel drive. Of course, a big difference between the cars, but what I love that the speed is the same. Yeah, one of the Polishmen is getting lapped here as well. This from one side to the other side, that was a bit sketchy for the Polish driver. And that's a mistake by Simo Lind going off the track, and Agnius Narbutas gets by him pretty easily.
Wow, I did not expect this to happen.
And sliding all around Simo Lind, so not in the... Wow, Andrius Keblys there under pressure while lapping the Lada of Edgars Plonis, who is of course right now up in the standings in BTC 1 class, and actually Dovydas Akstinas has lost some ground, and now Edgars Plonis is the Lada driver is in P2 in BTC 1 class.
Okay.
So some issues maybe with the Twingo, maybe has gone off. Looks like he's still in the race, but something went wrong for the Lithuanian driver with the Renault Twingo.
Yeah, that was quite an interesting situation there. Simulin losing the third position. Obviously, Andrius Narbutas can't be happy about that. He played really well in his hands. And here we can see the battle also between the two generations of Honda Civics.
Yeah, between Kasparas Kirils, who is in P9, and Tadas Petukauskas, who started from the back and is up to P10 overall right now. And there is Kristupas Sablinskis as well. If you look at the lap times, Petukauskas, yeah, not... Okay, 1 second faster than these two drivers in front of him, his best lap. So there is a chance still, only 2 laps to go, less than 2 laps to go.
But I would like to see the battle now between Keblys. Exactly, this one right here is a battle for the second position. It's unbelievable, the pace of Andrius Narbutas this weekend, fantastic. He's in the game and it's final lap, so this is heating up very, very nicely.
Yeah, let's see if Andrius Keblys can still be in front of Andrius Narbutas. That would be a big, I think, big race for him. Of course, no chance to catch Kallas. He's just too fast. But P2 in such a competitive class with 10 cars, wow. I think great job there by Andrius Keblys.
But it's not over till it's over. We still have to see the checkered flag, so which means it's now or never for Narbutas to have a go and put up a really nice show for us.
Yeah, of course, the start was that thing that didn't play in the hands of Narbutas because he lost some positions. And now he tried to come back. Simo Lind is behind them in P4.
Oh, here we go, Willie. Did not manage.
And defensive line there, of course, by Keblys. He knows he has to stay in front, just a few corners.
Oh my God, Narbutas is all over the place. And now, look at
Please
that.
don't touch. Ooh.
That was a close one.
Looked like there will be contact. Looked like I was 100% sure.
Fantastic job by the Lithuanians. And we have a finish line and the checkered flag, and obviously Tomas Jatkevicius winning the race. So let's have a chat with him.
Yeah, Tomas Jatkevicius wins the race and wins BTC 3 class. Second in this race, Slavomir Zvargot from the Polish championship. And third overall. And first in BTC 2 is Kallas. Here we have the winner of BTC 1 class. I think they're still driving. Yeah, they're still driving in full pace. So that's Valdis Kikusts, the winner of yesterday's BTC 1 race. And yeah, they didn't get lapped this time, so they were faster this time. And they can enjoy another lap around Parnu and Porsche Ring. And here we have the winner, Tomas Jatkevicius, who has already seen the checkered flag as well, all the cars that we see here. This, I think, should be Arturas Zadoyenko, yeah, who had a spin previously. And here we have already the first results, but as I said, some cars are still driving on the track and will reach the checkered flag in just a few moments. Yeah, so great race. If we go quickly through the classes, we are also seeing it, of course, on the screen. So BTC 3, Tomas Jatkevicius, P1, Marta Starka P2, Emils Jakrins P3. BTC 2 class, winner Kallas, Andrius Keblys second, Andrius Narbutas third. And then in BTC 1, Valdis Kikusts, the winner in this race as well. Dovydas Akstinas second. He came back at Edgars Plonis at some point. And yeah, Plonis third. So that's the top threes if we are looking at this race 2. And of course, they will have race 3 a little bit later. But right now, the highlights and the next race coming up will be ABC race, V1600 and some Polish classes as well.
All right, guys, here we have quite a party right here. You can see all the cars lining up here on the scrutineering, the BTC2 category. Guys really nicely put up quite a nice show for us. Andrius Keblys securing the position against Narbutas. And obviously, Kallas winning. So we have actually the top 3 BTC2 category cars right here lined up with us. We don't see Jatkevicius and Žvargot. Obviously, they were with the scrutineering yesterday. So basically, the scrutineers say we don't need them for another round. We check the cars and they're up to the standards of the regulations, so they don't have to wait them again and double check. So they just let them go off on the park ferme after the race on the other side of the pit lane, which will be joining actually later on. Before the race or after the race actually of the GT class and the meanest and the loudest of them all. So we'll see how that goes. That's Dovydas Akstinas passing through all nicely. The scrutineers are doing a perfect job today and this weekend overall, of course. So we'll see. Let's actually try to catch up with Kallas, because he is leading the BTC2 category this weekend out here. From no mistaken, 2 wins in 2 races, which is, I think, a fantastic result for him. And unfortunately, Simo Lind, well, he has to really put an effort in it after such a mistake on the race number 2. The Lithuanians are getting closer, of course, to a good result this weekend, and let's see if Simolin has any plans on race number 3, but that's later on the afternoon, even after the lunch break, to be honest with you. So we'll have plenty more action today. Overall, we have 10 sprint races, and of course the cherry topping on the ice cake, which is going to be the Nakang Endurance Academy 2-hour race later on. Let's just help out. I don't know. Kairo is starting the engine okay. I just wanted to push the car a little bit, but that's okay. He can handle it. And obviously he's taking the spot number 1. He well deserves to be in that place. Has done a fantastic job. And it seems like the rest of the field in the BTC2 category have nothing against the fast Estonian. Let's hear from the man himself. Kairo, another fantastic run by you, another fantastic result. It seems like the rest of the guys have nothing against you.
I don't know. Everything works, and today I'm try fast.
All right, let's see you in the 3rd race as well, of course.
Yeah,
Let's
thanks.
see how it goes. Thank you. So Kairo, he's just fast. That's all we could get out of him this morning, but that's all right. That's not a problem. Of course, as I said, we'll see him back in the racetrack for race number 3. But now we head on to the next race on the start grid for the ABC race in V1600s. And this is their deciding round. It all comes down to the Parnu Summer Race 2024. And we'll see them in a minute. Let's go.